Hello everyone, this is Lucian with the Freedom Alternative. I am at the railway station of my hometown. And the reason I'm here is to purchase the tickets to the Intermarium summit. So yeah, about an hour ago the presidential administration has finally gotten around to confirm our presence at the Intermarium summit next time, if there is going to be a next time. I promise I will no longer promise for us to be there for so long time in advance, because it's been forever. I've been trying to get a hold of this accreditation for more than 3 weeks really, and right up until about 1 hour ago I was still in doubt on whether we will be at that event or not. So anyway, now that we know for sure that we'll be there, I purchased the tickets and we'll be there. The summit takes place on the 17th and 18th of September, so basically 5 days from now, but I'll have to leave 2 days from now because the presidential administration still lives in the previous century, when all of the press was concentrated in and around Bucharest, and basically everyone has a huge staff that they can, and a lot of minions and interns that they can send around and get all the papers in order. Now, of course, that no longer happens in the current year, but the presidential administration just simply does not give a damn, which is terrible. But anyway, so yeah, this is basically the biggest announcement. There will be a Freedom Alternative presence at the Intermarium summit. We're going there to do exactly what the label says, basically to gather intel concerning diplomacy in the Intermarium area, and also get acquainted to several new people. Hopefully we'll get also a few exclusive interviews, which is what I'm aiming for. But I'm not aiming that primarily. It's my second concern. My primary concern is to get us in contact with as many news outlets as possible from the Intermarium area. So yeah, I'm also compiling a list of questions for some of the officials, particularly the officials coming from Germany. Heiko Maas, the Justice Minister from Germany, has announced his presence at the Intermarium summit, which I think it is a mistake, but anyway, since he's coming there, I'm gonna have a few questions for him, and I hope I'll get the chance to ask them, because if I do, it's gonna be lovely. Anyway, in other news, for the Romanian language for the fans of the Romanian language channel, there will not be a weekly podcast this week, precisely because I cannot be in two places at the same time. I have to be at the same time at the presidential administration, 500 and something kilometers, or 497 kilometers by railways from here, and also here to videotape the podcast. So yeah, that's not gonna happen. So yeah, there won't be any podcast this week. Sorry for that. There's probably going to be a much longer one next week after we return from Bucharest from the Intermarium summit. From my return to the Intermarium summit, and basically till the end of this month, there will be almost exclusively Intermarium related content, including a video about the geopolitics of Slovenia, which I've been promising for more than a month now. I will deliver. I always deliver. It just takes time. And now that we know that we'll be at the Intermarium summit, I'll also know how to basically wrap up the video and make it a bit more attractive. So yeah. Also, at the end of the month, as promised, I'll be flying to the Middle East, and the Jordan-Israel tour will be starting. Speaking of which, give shekels for that, because this is going to be the first time, and I think the last time I'll be doing a tour on the tightest budgets imaginable. Next year I'll be a little bit more careful for that not to happen. The Jordan-Israel tour was also in doubt right up until about a day before I made the official announcement that one is confirmed as well. It's it's a tight budget time, which is weird because we're not in an economic crisis, but hey, it is what it is. So yeah, what else I was about to say? Oh yeah, of course, sorry for being slightly inactive lately, but you knew that already because there are a lot of other things on my plate as well. I've promised that it's going to be a less active period, especially September, especially if we get accredited to the Intermarium summit, which we did. So yeah, it's gonna be a little bit more inactive, basically. But until I get back from Israel, it's going to be pretty much like this. Yeah, that's the cost of doing business. It's the cost of getting exclusive and, dare I say, exclusivist content. And to get that, it takes a lot of field work, and it takes a lot of days when nothing gets published. So yeah. Oh yeah, there will be another video that I should have uploaded it about 10 days ago, maybe even 2 weeks ago, but I haven't gotten around to do it, again, because I had a lot of things on my plate. It's already edited. It's going to get published maybe tomorrow, maybe 2 days from now. It's an interview with an American dude who's a veteran from the Air Force and is now a priest in the Romanian Orthodox Church in the northeast of the country. It's going to be lovely. There are a few things where I was like, yeah, really, Father? Come on, that's a bit too far. But overall, I enjoyed the conversation with Father Stephen, and I'm hoping you will be enjoying it too once I get around to publish it. So yeah, that's basically what it is. We're going to the Intermarium Summit, and I'm looking forward to that. If you have suggestions of things that you would like me to ask various officials that I'll be meeting there as a press representative, please do put those in the comment section. I might take them into consideration, especially during the press conferences and also during the business meeting. Speaking of which, the Intermarium Summit is basically 2 events. So it's on Monday the 17th. There will be purely politics, a lot of politicians, almost nobody else, and of course the press. So that's the day when we're aiming to ask several questions to the German Justice Minister and other representatives from the German delegation, because I doubt that Heiko Maas will be there all by himself. And in the second day, the September the 18th, it's going to be basically the Intermarium Business Forum, where economics will be discussed. So a lot of opportunities for us to ask around our questions, and a lot of opportunities for us to network and socialize with other like-minded people from the Intermarium area. As I said on the other channel, the purpose here is a lot more to extend our network and our influence, and a lot less about getting news, essentially, because there's not really that much news to gather from that event. Of course, we'll be videotaping everything that will be allowed for us to videotape, and of course it's all going to be on this channel, provided that it doesn't take forever to put subtitles, in which case it's going to take a lot longer until I publish it, but I will. But again, the primary purpose is not that. The primary purpose is going to be visible months down the road. The intel that we're gathering now is going to be useful in other subsequent projects. But you're a smart audience, you knew that already, or at least you suspected. So yeah, with all of that being said, thank you all for watching. Thanks a lot for your tremendous support. This would not have happened without you guys there financing all of this. So yeah, give Shekelim. There's a lot more expenses scheduled for the next basically 2 or 3 weeks. And don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to my social media in general. And I will see you all soon. Cheers.